Vaughn, can't get away from Colorado.
No, I'm here. This is my 14th year doing Vaughn's Vision. Today we're here at Adventure Vision. We helped over 80 kids. Each kid got 2 pairs of glasses, so that's 160 pair of glasses. And that's over $100,000 that we raised in glasses and eye exams. So it's always a good time in Colorado. It's always a good time when I'm back doing Vaughn's Vision stuff, and today's a great day.
Where you at in your career right now? You know?
Yeah, I'm good. This is year 14 with Vaughn's Vision, so this is year 15 in the league. Off season's been a little bit longer than I expected it to be, but that's just how it's supposed to be. Yeah, and then you reminisce too. Whenever you have all this time, you reminisce and you think back about all these OTAs and these summer training sessions where you're like, man, why I gotta be here? Why I gotta be at OTAs? Why I gotta do this? And now you're sitting at home like, man, I wish I was at OTAs right now. So it's kind of got that reverse, but I'm appreciative and I'm grateful. That time will come, here soon. Right now I'm just spending time with the kids doing, charity events like this, playing in some golf tournaments, spending a little bit more time with Vaughn's Vision, spending a little bit more time with my kids as well. And, it's all been good. I've just been making good use of my time.
Obviously, this is part of your legacy in the state. The Broncos had Demaryius, elected to the Ring of Fame yesterday. I guess just what were your thoughts on that, and does that make you think about, legacy, your legacy here?
Yeah, seeing DT go in the Ring of Honor was incredible. That was my guy. We all knew that was coming. We all knew he was going to be in the Ring of Honor. It's fitting for him. He had an incredible career here as a Bronco. I know he's smiling down, big smile whenever he found out the news, whenever the family found out the news that he was going in the Ring of Fame. So that's always good. That's always great. And to be I think it's the Super Bowl 50 reunion as well, the 10-year reunion. So time just flies, man. It's 10 years, DT going in the Ring of Honor, man. Everything is good. Everything's all good.
Is it sort of a situation where that reunion, you're hoping to not be there because you're hoping to be playing?
Yeah. I hope. Yeah, I would love to be there, but I hope to not be there. I hope to not be there, unless I'm playing for the Giants or the Broncos. That'll be the only time that I'll be there. But 10 years passed by since Super Bowl 50. A lot has happened between then. I was 26 back then, and now I'm 36 years old. I didn't have any kids back then. Now I have 2. Time just flies, man. But it's all good, and it's all good for Broncos Country as well. That'll be an incredible night for sure.
It wasn't the same Vaughn that we're used to seeing when you were in Buffalo. You can talk about what happened there, and is that one reason why you want to keep playing?
3 years. I couldn't really just get going. Buffalo fans were great. I loved my time there. From the GM all the way down to the ladies in the cafeteria with the Buffalo Bills. They were all incredible. They all accepted me in. They all were on board with everything that I needed to do to help them with. From Josh Allen to the new rookies that came in, everybody accepted me. Bills Mafia was incredible too. The food was incredible. That's one thing I'm gonna miss is the food there in Buffalo. It's probably a good thing because it's hard to get those pounds off at 36 years old. But the food was great, and where I was at, at this point in my life, where I was at, Buffalo was great for me. It was just golf and Netflix and Apple TV and HBO Max. So I spent a lot of time at home. I spent a lot of time with my kids, and spent a lot of time on the golf course. I spent a lot of time playing football, and I wish I would have had a little bit more time playing football, but that's just how it shakes out. You just keep on pushing. I got this year on the books for sure. I'm gonna play this coming up season. Just gotta find a team to play on, and we'll just keep doing it 1 year at a time. If I have another great year this year, then I'll play next year after that. But we'll just keep doing it 1 year at a time.
When you have a contemporary like Demaryius go into the Ring of Fame here, does it make you think about legacy here, or about, that day will come for you here one day too?
Yeah.
Does that cross your mind at all when it's a guy that you played with that gets that sort of honor?
It does, but I do think about it, but then I don't, because I'm still trying to do more and more, and I just don't have a lot of time to look up. But when I do look up and I see Broncos Country, this was an incredible period in my life. Driving by the stadium when I got here last night, driving by the stadium, going to the hotel, seeing the stadium and seeing the lights and everything, it was incredible. And then they got a Post Malone concert coming up here. I was like, dang. I played in a lot of concerts there. It was it was good. So Broncos Country was good to me. Whenever you step off the plane and you're here in Broncos Country, you just get this feeling. Of course, it's the altitude too, but I've spent so much time here, 11 and a half years. It was all love and all respect, mutual respect from both sides. So it'll always be love here. We're still working. Like I said, when I look up, I do look at my legacy and all the things that we're doing. But at the same time, I'm still trying to build.
What does it mean to have this as part of your legacy here too? Because it's probably literally over 1,000 kids that you've given classes to here over
Yeah,
the years.
I think I just had great examples before me. The Broncos have always been in the community heavy, from Mr. Bolin, the Bolin family, to John Lynch, to Tim Tebow, to everybody. It was just what you did. If you was a Bronco, you had to do extracurricular stuff. You were in the community. You were a servant of the community, and I think that just rubbed off on me, and I had great examples before me. Right when I got drafted, the next day I flew out here, John Lynch was showing me his foundation, and he started here. And then Tim Tebow had his foundation. He had an incredible foundation, still going too. He's been in hospitals in the Philippines. And I just wanted to do something too. I wanted to leave my impact as well, and started Von's Vision, and 14 years later we're here. Now we had Von's Vision today again, and we helped 80 kids. They all got 2 pair of glasses. There's 160 pair of glasses. Like, we got an incredible board members, incredible team around me. At this point, it used to be a baby. Now it's 14 years old. It's driving and it's got a mind of his own. So Von's Vision is good, and I'll always be here in the community to help out.
You talk about the Broncos journey since you won them a Super Bowl there, Super Bowl 50. Kind of the lean period that they went through and what they look like now.
Yeah, I was part of that. I was part of that lean period. I was part of that quarterback carousel. Now they got him one. They got him one for sure. Bo Nix, I've seen him play, and I've played against him. He's the real deal. Defense is incredible. From Nick Benito to Jonathan Cooper. I was in the room with Jonathan Cooper. Always knew he had the ability to play. And not only those guys, they got guys underneath those guys that can go out there and play too. So the outside linebacker room with the Broncos is full. They got rushers. VJ is an incredible coach. Played with him as well. Zach Allen on the inside is one of the best defensive tackles in the league. They led the league in sacks last year. I mean, they got an incredible team. Bo Nix this will be his second year coming up, and I know he expects more, and I know Broncos Country expects more as well. I know he has more. He's just gonna keep on growing. They got some receivers in that room. Mims is incredible. Cortland Sutton, that's my guy. Garrett Bowles, that's my guy. McGlinchey, played against him for years. So this Broncos team is really rounding off to a really good team. Still a very, very competitive division in the AFC West, going against the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Raiders. But they can compete with those guys, and as long as they can go 1-1 with those guys and make the playoffs, and who knows what happens then. So Broncos Country should be excited. Bo Nix, hell of a quarterback, hell of a coaching staff too. So I'm excited, man. I'll always be a fan. I'm always watching, and we'll just keep living and see what happens.
Have the Broncos reached out to you?
I haven't.
Agent?
No, I haven't heard anything. But it really, if you look at it this year, it really doesn't make sense. They got 2 really, really good rushers that are best in the league, and with Jonathan Cooper and Nick Benito, they are incredible rushers. And the guys underneath them, they come in, they produce sacks too, and they play special teams. I'm not playing special teams, so that decision kind of make itself. I think at 36 years old, I can say that I probably won't be doing that. But yeah, just this year probably not. But the year after that, next year we'll see what happens.
What can you offer a team right now?
I can get out of bed and rush the passer easy. I can get out of bed and rush the passer and get sacks. I can fall out of bed and do that. I can still play the run, still eat up one-on-ones, still beating tight end chippers and running backs. I can roll off the bed and get sacks in my house shoes still today at 36 years old. And I think more important than that, when it comes to the locker room, I don't like to toot my own horn, but when it comes to the locker room and being around the guys, I just have that ability, have that talent from the star quarterback to, the new undrafted rookies that you bring in. It's just been a skill of mine, a talent of mine since I was playing Little League football. I get along with all the guys in the locker room, and I'm able to, bring all these guys together from different walks of life to really focus on football and really just to focus on football and go out there, and not just to win games, but win big games. Win big games in the playoffs, win big games in the season. And ultimately, let's get to the big one and win the big one. So, and it's not like a special talent I have to come in. It's just I've been in great locker rooms before, and I just pay it forward. I've been in a locker room with Demaryius Ware and Peyton Manning and Matthew Stafford and Andrew Whitworth and Jalen Ramsey, all different types of personalities, and we were able to get it going from, Josh Allen and Greg Rousseau. So I'm a locker room guy through and through, and I can still roll out the bed and rush the passer. That's what I got.
How difficult is it to kind of be patient, knowing that the best offer might not be until August? Because I remember that Super Bowl year, you had Evan Mathis. He came in like August 20th, and he was a big fit, a good fit.
Yeah, I think, as you live and you grow, nothing in life happens by coincidence. Like, I would love to be in OTAs, before, no. OTAs, like, why I gotta do this? But now you're sitting on the couch, it's like, man, I would love to be in OTAs. I love to be in there with the guys and really just to learn the culture. But these are the cards that I have. So I'm still training, I'm still working, and whenever I get a good offer, a good call, then I'll be ready to go. I'm playing football this year. It's just a matter of what team.
When you watch Nick, obviously as a young player, burst out this year, what do you see? Like what makes him special as a pass rusher?
I think his of course he's bendy. He can convert speed to power and power to speed, and he keeps the offensive lineman guessing. He has really long arms. He's great with running games. He's quick off the ball too. I think his combination of get off and speed and quickness allows him to be able to do whatever he wants on the defensive line. So he's a hell of a rusher, and he's gonna have a bright future for sure.
Also, out of Bo Nix, what did you see in the playoffs, or what have you seen out of him that makes you believe that he has that it factor?
I think first and foremost, he can extend the play. Right? He can extend the play. To be a good quarterback in the NFL now, you have to be able to extend the play. It's not all the quarterbacks can throw, and all the quarterbacks are accurate, and if the guy's right on the spot, they can hit those guys. It's the improv guys, it's the guys that can extend the play, that can roll out, get this defensive lineman off from, shake this dude. Like Josh Allen did last year, and Patrick Mahomes has done for years, and Lamar Jackson has done for years. Bo Nix can do that. Would he want to play a whole game running around and doing that stuff? Probably not. But he can do that. He can extend the play. He has the arm talent. And then just for me watching, he's not scared out there. I think as fans, just casual viewers in the NFL, you can watch quarterbacks and you be like, oh, this guy kind of afraid out there. Bo Nix, he don't have that. He's a tough guy out there. He's a leader of men. You can tell and see that all the guys respect him. The arm talent is there. He can extend the play. It's just about refining, and that just comes with experience. So a couple more years, Bo Nix, he'll be the truth. He already is, but he'll be special, really, really special in a couple of years, for sure.
Vaughn, is there a certain memory of you playing with DT that will always stick with you?
I think after Super Bowl 50, just everybody was smiling and happy, and of course we expected to win that game. Like every game you go in, you expect to win. But actually doing it and the confetti dropping, and you see DT smiling and with his mom and his dad, and you see him with Peyton Manning and Demaryius Ware. He had a very special relationship with Demaryius too. Those are some of the memories that when I think about DT going in the Ring of Honor, I think about him after the Super Bowl. Everybody was happy. That feeling that lasted all summer. Summer 16 was incredible. And seeing DT happy and smiling is the picture that I have forever. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Vaughn.